On April 18th, 2017, with one phone call, everything changed. Oscar Washington Jr., one of my best friends in this entire world, was gone. Oscar and I were like brothers, our wives like sisters. We served together at St. Mark Baptist Church as deacons. We traveled together, lived in the same subdivision. Heck, Oscar even built my house. And all of that was gone. There was a persistent, dull pain that I knew had to be repurposed into something that was useful. So I sat with Doris and John, our financial advisor and friend, and we sought to marry two things that Oscar was very passionate about: education and youth. And from that union was birthed the Oscar Washington Jr. Educational Fund.
Our plan was to collect donations and host a banquet to award scholarships to students who were enrolling in college. Oscar devoted 26 faithful years of service to Entergy, so the company graciously donated $10,000 in seed money to jumpstart the fund in his name. We then accepted applications and awarded 4 talented young women as our first scholarship recipients. Our inaugural banquet was held at St. Mark Baptist Church, where Oscar had served faithfully as a deacon for many years. Tickets were completely sold out, and the banquet was a huge success. We also donated to 2 organizations, Arkansas Commitment and the OK program, and we made an anonymous donation to a student from a single-parent home who could not afford her tuition for the semester.
So we had our inaugural event, and it was an overwhelming success. But we didn't know if that success emanated from sorrow over Oscar's passing or if it was something that we could sustain long term. As an absolute leap of faith, we decided to move our event to the Great Hall of the Clinton Presidential Library. We had an absolutely wonderful event in 2019. Our donors increased, our community-based contributions increased, our attendees increased, and most importantly, we think, to Oscar, our number of scholarship recipients doubled.
2020 was a year of worldwide change due to the global COVID-19 pandemic. Although our banquet had to shift to a virtual setting, the one thing that didn't change was our commitment to prioritize our students, educators, and the community. Despite the pandemic, our collected donations exceeded the 2 previous years. We awarded 12 students with a full scholarship, each valued at $2,000, and awarded 4 students with a partial scholarship. 2020 was also the year we established a new recipient class reserved just for educators. We announced the creation of the Alma J. Washington Educator of the Year Award, named after Oscar's mother, who was an educator for 30 years. 14 student scholarships, 5 educator awards, and 12 community-based organizations were all impacted in a positive way through our fund.
In 2021, our annual award ceremony was held virtually for a second consecutive year due to the continuing pandemic. Amazingly, the donations we received last year exceeded the amounts from any of our previous years. We honored 4 more educators, including one of those who actually taught Oscar. We also increased our number of student recipients, awarding 15 full scholarships and 3 partial scholarships. Finally, we were able to hear from a nationally recognized civil rights activist and attorney, Bakari Sellers.
That same year, the leadership team felt led to go beyond providing scholarships for us and create the Oscar Washington Jr. Educational Fund Internship Initiative. In partnership with their existing financial supporters, they established paid summer internships for those of us who were seeking real-world experience in our field of interest. To date, they have empowered us with internships at St. Mark Baptist Church, Entergy, Carti, and Southwest Power Pool.
As we celebrate our 5th year as an organization, we are incredibly thankful to the board, banquet team, and donors who make it possible for this organization to impact youth and the community in a positive way. This collective effort is far bigger than any one person. This is about a phenomenal group of caring individuals and their intent to make a generational impact by nurturing, uplifting, and supporting us.
This story started with pain. Because all of you, it does not end like it began. While Oscar's life here ended, his legacy through the Oscar Washington Educational Fund began. Because of your support, it continues.